stand. It's right in your line of view, Matzik. I mean, you're staring right at that
I
thing.
haven't had one yet. I'm disappointed in myself that I've not had an elephant ear or funnel cake.
They've got Oreo something over there
I'm
too.
sure they do.
It looks fantastic. We're also near the Cream Puff Pavilion. Come on by and say hello. Let's welcome in our friend Ann Sayers. She is the travel secretary, and she is with us this afternoon. Ann, good afternoon. How are you? I know your week involves some plans at the fair. Have you been here yet, or is that coming up? So, what did you do? I saw you guys have a beautiful setup in the Wisconsin Products Pavilion. You were probably there visiting with your people. Did you get out at all and walk around?
Did you have anything on a stick or deep fried?
Oh, that sounds good. You know, and in addition to things like the state fair and the county fairs and all the festivals, this is the time to get outside. And I love drive-in dining, and we've got it covered in Wisconsin, don't we?
This is something I've not experienced with my kids, but I love the ideas that you have here. And if the word Yeti is in it, I'm probably going to be interested. Tell me about this little gem in the North Woods.
You got to. Got to do that. Ann Sayers, the travel secretary, is with us. How about the western part of this state, the La Crosse area? Whoa. Mm-hmm.
We'll just cruise off on Highway 21, go from La Crosse into the Fox Valley, and visit Artie and Ed's in Oshkosh. It'll be a couple-hour drive.
Oh man, that sounds fantastic. And I love your kind of cruising us around the state a little bit closer to home here in southeast Wisconsin, Walworth County. What's happening there? Everybody loves a good screamer, Ann.
Is this patented? Right? I've never heard of the screamer before.
For more information, check out travelwisconsin.com. We're sponsored by Travel Wisconsin on Wisconsin's Afternoon News. Ann Sayers is the travel secretary. It's always so fun to talk. Thank you, Ann. I love that. It is 4:42 at WTMJ. We've got a lot of great stuff headed your direction. Tim Sheehy with us live. Paul Farrow, the Waukesha County Executive, will be with us live in the studio here coming up at 5:10. And then, boy, have we got a taste test for the guy in charge of the Milwaukee Business Journal, Mark Cass. Let's just hope he's not lactose intolerant.
He's going to be so mad at us. I love this.
It's going to be great. That's at 5:15. It's Wisconsin's Afternoon News. We'll be right back.
Oh, our mind is in the same spot. I stepped on it, though. I should have let yours breathe. Damn it. Yours was better than mine. I should have let that go.
We were both. I can see that smirk on your face.
Yeah, like, oh, no.
They do a great job. They're like
my first instinct was, Ann, it sounds like you like a good screamer. Are you a good screamer?
Yeah,
Oh,
they do a great job. They're there immediately.
Why won't Ann come on the show anymore? I don't understand.
Who is your favorite screamer?
I do love working with James Imaging. It's perfect.
Put the good people at James Imaging Systems to work for your business. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local office technology partner.
Traffic is sponsored by the famous Fox and Hounds restaurant near Holy Hill.
The famous Fox
Let me know when you need Annex.
Restaurants are hiring bartenders, servers, food runners, bussers, and hostesses. Make real cash. All ages.
Oh,
welcome.
Lord.
Acquired today. After this segment.
I'm Mike Spalding with your Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic. Nothing out of the ordinary, though that does mean your ride home is going to be a bit slow this afternoon. Eastbound 94 right now from Highway 16 into downtown Milwaukee. That is about a 30-minute ride to slow down to 15 or so minutes. On the westbound side from downtown out to Highway 16, that'll take you about 36 minutes to slow down there of 16. You'll be pretty slow right now in and around American Family Field after this afternoon.
So Sheehy gave 3 things, Greg.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
start
probably
with
a
stadium
apartment thing, too.
financing.
Okay.
Then maybe you can go to 2.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to apartments. Then you can do 3. I mean, unless we
Okay. Yeah, I got
decide to want to.
Yeah, if you got a follow-up in there, too, that's fine.
I think I'll start with we'll start with goofing around with them about the fair.
Yeah.
I'm Mike Spalding with your Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, low 66 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 83. On Friday, a chance for rain, a high of 84 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny, 86. Sunday, sunny, a high of 82 degrees. Right now, it is cloudy and 85 degrees in Milwaukee. You should call us back up then, Tony. We continue to broadcast live from the Wisconsin State Fair in the Bank 5-9 studio on what's become a warm day. A little humid, but it's a great day to be out at the Wisconsin State Fair. It's just a beautiful day. You guys having fun? How is it? Good? Come over here and tell me what's in that mug right there, young
I'm
man.
curious myself. That looks
What
like
are you drinking? Step right up to this microphone. Good for you. You're staying hydrated? What's the pretty lady with you drinking? There's still time. There's still time. It's only 4:45. Oh, thank you. Wasn't he, you know what? He has it right. That we agree on so many things and we focus on the things we don't agree on. Can't we just do what's best for Wisconsin? Yeah, great guy. Enjoy the rest of the fair.
Hey, how about it?
Yay!
Hey,
Yes.
it doesn't matter if it's pretty. You just have to collect wins, right? And not worried about that. It's got to be good. You got to be enough to win. Just enough to win.
Enjoy the rest of the fair. Come on by. We're on the south end of the grounds. You can come on by and say hello. We're just outside the Expo Center, across from the Cream Puff Pavilion. Let's check in with Tim Sheehy. Want to bring Sheehy into the mix. Sheehy, are you a fair guy? Are you a state fair guy? Mrs. Sheehy, would Mrs. Sheehy have more fun at the state fair if she were holding your hand walking through the grounds, or if she could sneak in and do what she wanted by herself? I know you're being careful because she listens to the show. I appreciate the discretion. Cream puff or cheese curd? You can only choose one or the other. Man, cheese curd is killing it, Tim.
I'm surprised. Cheese curd has really run away with this little exercise that we've done. But that's okay.
I want to get you, I love having you on. In your role, you're in touch with a lot of things going on in our community. And one of them that hasn't been talked about a lot, but I assume there's a lot of work being done on, is the stadium financing issue. Is there an update? Can you provide us with any new information about what's happening right now in regard to the needed repairs at American Family Field? Let me ask a quick follow-up here.
And then we'll have the annex read.
Jim, I'm with you that there needs to be a path forward, and also there needs to be some local contribution. At some level, whatever that looks like, you can put the lipstick on the pig however you want. We haven't heard a lot publicly from the county board, other than a symbolic vote they took. And we've heard a lot, most of it negative, from the Milwaukee Common Council. What are you hearing from the county board?
Yeah, about 30,000 there for today's game. Brewers getting a win earlier this afternoon against the Colorado Rockies. Hey, Tim, I saw this in Forbes magazine. Milwaukee area, and that includes Waukesha, ranked number 16 out of the top 99 most populous U.S. metros for young professionals. So what goes into this ranking? What's the criteria? And why is Milwaukee and Waukesha area being vaulted to near the top of this list?
And so Milwaukee, relatively speaking, has affordable housing. We have plenty of good paying jobs. And if you look at lifestyle, revert to the topic we just had, this market, what differentiates it with our housing costs and the jobs, the smallest market to have an NBA team, to have Major League Baseball, and access to have the Packer team. So those are all big reasons why we rank as an attractive place to recruit for James Ellis.
And we rank better than Madison.
symphony, a ballet, the major league sports, the things that we do have, the concert venues, those things are what really put us, allow us to touch above our weight.
Well, and it's interesting looking at the list. 6 of the 10 metros at the bottom of the list are in California. So when you talk about some of the criteria that favors Milwaukee, cost of living is a big deal in a professional city. When I say professional, I mean because of the symphony and because of the art scene and because of restaurants and sports teams. Milwaukee has that, but that cost of living certainly much less than out west.
I want to jump to the hottest job openings in 2030 through 2030. Lead us through the list, Tim, and what do these have in common? Just kind of pick some of these out. Tell us what the hottest job openings are and what that means to you.
It's interesting. I think we have two things going on, which is part of what's delaying
When
a little bit.
when he's done with this, you want to ask him for his good news of the week?
We've got a lot of job openings, and we've got fewer people of, let's say, job age. More people aging out of the workforce than entering. So if you looked at the top 5 posted job openings by occupation, there's about 42,000 open jobs here in the Metro Milwaukee area. Over 16,000 nurses, are there openings for nurses. Over 7,000 openings for sales representatives. About 6,000 for retail supervisors, and almost 6,000 for customer service reps. So you can kind of go deeper depending upon the kind of job that you're looking at, skilled trade, unskilled. But there are a lot of openings, software developers, computer programmers, a lot of manufacturing, engineering openings. And so the openings are great, but we don't want that gap so wide that employers start looking and putting those jobs somewhere else.
And Tim, I was going to add, and one of the things that these jobs have in common is these are well-paying, family-supporting jobs.
And Tim, you have some good news for us for this week.
Yeah, I have 2 ones real quick. First of all, congrats to Haribo. They've opened a 500,000 square foot factory to produce gummy bears with 200 new jobs. That's awesome. But the thing I really wanted to mention is I spent some time in Homeland Security getting some stuff done for work. And I'm reminded of all the things we talk about, what a great country this is. There was a family, which I presume was from Israel, all dressed in red, white, and blue, becoming American citizens. Another young gentleman from Mexico. And it's just a pleasure to see people thrilled to become part of this country, and we got to remember that.
That is a great point, Tim. I love it. Tim Sheehy is the president of the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. Tim, thank you so much for being with us. It is 4:56 at WTMJ. A couple of words for Annex Wealth Management. Challenges in the economy, you bet, doesn't seem to end. If you're looking for a steady hand during times like these, you'll get it with Annex Wealth Management. It's time to have an investment and retirement plan that's well-crafted, efficient, and focused on your goals. Annex works to help you get to the retirement you desire. I know, I've been with Annex for a very, very long time, in large part because they are the real deal. Annex is a fiduciary all the time, not just some of the time. They're required to operate in your best interest. That means no commission products. They're not trying to sell you anything. They don't sell a thing. Their job is to provide excellence when it comes to investment and retirement planning, along with tax and estate planning. Annex is a local independent firm with a focus on helping you achieve the retirement you desire. Start the conversation with Annex. It only takes a couple of minutes. Check it out at annexwealth.com. Click the Get Started button. We did this years ago. That's Annex Wealth Management.
Smashburgers restaurant Archie's Flat Top is expected to open next week in West Allis. Its neighbor Scratch Ice Cream opens this week. The developer plans to start site prep for a housing project in Economilwaukee after completing an $11 million land purchase. The development on 236 acres west of Summit Avenue could include up to 622 new homes and apartments. And a lawsuit challenging Pick and Save parent Kroger's acquisition of Albertsons based on antitrust.
You want no
issues
milk, right?
dismissed as the
We don't
judge
want you
said
to have
the
milk.
case was brought too early.
I'm probably.
No. So the good news is we have a spot. We have a huge concrete patio that we can put this on.
That helps.
The wiring, I can actually do the wiring myself. I got a friend who's an electrician. He's going to help me out with that, so I can check that one off the list.
This
There
is
you go.
sounding good.
The
I'm just
biggest-
trying to add a voice of reason. Okay.
Voice
You
of
need better
reason.
friends, Matzik.
It's one of those, you've gotten older in age and you're at a point where both kids are out of the house. Now we've got a new place that we just bought. We've got a spot for it. Is it something that we really want to do? We asked the kids, of course, they're all excited about having it at their house, not our house. So we'll have to figure this
Okay,
out.
that's good because it's kind of like boats. Sometimes it's like the best hot tub is somebody
This
else's.
is hot tub, yeah.
Now I know this because my wife and I went through the similar thing, and long story short, we have the hot tub.
And you
we-
love it.
And we do have a little
And the
composite
composite
deck
deck.
platform for it and upgraded electrical and all that kind of stuff. But we have fun. I use it more for therapy, and my wife and I have a fun thing called Wacky Wednesday, but we won't get into. It's nice. It's been a nice addition to the house.
We're coming over.
Send pictures. Is it cheaper? I always wonder, is it a good deal? You've been shopping for hot tubs.
We've
Is
been
it a better deal here at the fair?
They do have a good deal. There's a lot that they bring in, kind of one or two styles that they'll get a number of out there. So they say we've got 100 of them in stock. We can cut you a deal on it today. So we'll see. We'll go into the expo. We'll take a look at a couple other places as well and see what we can come up with.
Asking for a friend, will swimsuits be optional?
We'll see what happens.
That's a lot of bubbles.
Could be
I mean,
a
really,
could be a
it's
wacky
just-
Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday at
crazy
the Faro
Thursdays.
House.
You never know what's going to happen.
I want to ask you and tap into your expertise. So you were the guy in charge of the Republican Party here in the state of Wisconsin. The big talk, the big question is, will Donald Trump show up to debate here in Milwaukee? If you were advising the Trump campaign, what would you tell them about the debate here and whether or not he should be here?
I look at it, and I know you had Governor Thompson on Monday, and you had Governor Walker on. I would kind of say the same thing. If I were advising him, I'd say don't come. You're the front runner. You're up there, multi-digits up. Give these guys an opportunity to try to beat each other up. You don't need to be on the stage to beat each other up. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know.
So you know the former president a little bit. I think that he will get that advice, but the question will be, does his ego get in the way? Because everybody else is going to be here. It's going to be on national TV. It's a big stage.
I agree with you. I think he's got an opportunity to come show off again. I think his ego's there, the narcissism that he has. I love the president. I love what he's done. When he was in office, there are a lot of great programs that are through. I always said if he could just turn off Twitter for a couple of months, I think he would have been another term.
He likes to take on the naysayers, right? And what better opportunity to do that than at the end of
Head to
August?
head, right.
Are you surprised that when you look at the polling, everybody else's numbers add up to his number? I mean, he is so far ahead, Paul, that I know a lot of Republicans and they like what he did on a policy standpoint, but he's got a lot of flaws. Nobody
there's a
else
lot
is
of
close to
challenges.
him.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing right now, too, especially with the numbers, is still the media involvement. Right now, he is a draw. I mean, he's got, 3, maybe 4 indictments that are on him right now. Every other day, there's another story. So his name is out there forever. I think that's the challenge. The other candidates are trying to be candidates running for this office of presidency, showing people what their platform is, showing people what they're willing to do, what their character is. And unfortunately, right now, that doesn't get the excitement that a Donald Trump does.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the state fair?
Lug nuts.
Lug nuts. I just picked the lug nuts place.
Knuckleheads. Those are,
Yeah.
ask her, I got to stop by and get lug nuts. Tater tots with jalapenos and
Oh,
bacon.
we had them in here, and they brought in 5 sorts of stuffed tater tots, including like the Chicago style, the Reuben style, that place is a real
They
deal.
knocked it out of the park. Okay, back to the city assessment letter that I got in the mail a couple of months ago. Mine seemed broken. Can I just send that back?
Will you take that care
You
of it?
can go to the city for that. The county one, we're in good shape. I think we're going to have a good budget again this year. We're going to keep your taxes down.
Oh, fair enough. Thank
Mine's
you very
gone
much.
down literally every year, I think, for the past 10 years.
We've done a great job. Many people know the shared revenue came through. I was a proponent of that for some, but an opponent on others because they were trying to say this is going to last a long time. It's going to last us about a year in our budget. The good news is we're going to be able to hold the line on taxes and make sure we maintain the services in Waukesha County.
Mark Cass is the editor-in-chief of the Milwaukee Business Journal. He's going to sit in that chair after you are, and he's standing behind here wanting to know if he can move to Waukesha County because he lives in
I
Milwaukee
know, he
County.
really does.
Yeah.
Not allowed in Waukesha County, am I?
We should just move everything over to Waukesha County.
I don't know. I think we got to vote.
No, yeah, Cass doesn't go west of 41.
No.
I've never seen him west of 41.
Cass, come sit down over here for a second. I think that if we're discussing whether Mark Cass gets into Waukesha County, this has to go to referendum. I don't care about funding for the ballpark, but this has got to go to referendum.
Wait a second. I'm only coming there if there's the hop. Come on. No.
Yeah, just extend it.
Menominee
Yeah.
Falls, over to Waukesha, to Sussex, the hop. What
But
do
they
you
can't
call it?
even
You're
get to
in?
Pfizer.
We're talking about a super hop. I mean,
super
this
hop.
is, yeah.
Oh, I
if
love
we're
a super
going,
hop. I mean, we're going all in on this.
If we got to go all in, we're talking a 60-mile, 70-mile-an-hour hop.
I
I'm
like
not
it.
messing
Only
around.
okay, the hop, and I got to hear more about these wacky Wednesdays because I don't know what the heck's going on at Mad Sex House. But is that allowed in
We
Waukesha
might
County?
have to do an executive order on Wacky
You
Wednesday.
might
you go.
wanna- you might want to send the sheriff over to Mad Sex House because
Hey,
Wacky Wednesday.
He
I'm
knows
not
where he
sure.
knows his way.
If
Sheriff
you'd
knows
ever
his
get
way.
west of 41, you'd see what's going on over
I'm
there.
not allowed west of 41.
The hop
Actually,
doesn't extend west of
It doesn't.
41.
I think there's an
Near it.
injunction against me going west of 41, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. He is Mark Cass, the editor-in-chief of the Milwaukee Business Journal. Paul Farrow is here as well. All right, here's what we want to do. Can you stick around a few more minutes, Paul? We have something we want you guys to taste.
I know. I see. I knew something was
This
coming.
is not
Here we
this
go.
is not
Here we go.
terrible. This is not
This
terrible
is not terrible.
unless either of you are lactose intolerant. In which case, we're going to get you a double serving. We'll be right back.
Is there a bathroom nearby? So you're asking,
There is. It is
Ask for a
5:15
friend. Ask
at
for a friend,
WTMJ. We'll be right back.
right. Paul's like, look at
Holiday. A couple of words here for Holiday Automotive.
That's right. Wisconsin Greg Matzik here, inviting you to connect with summer and drive inspired
There we go.
and a new Mazda or certified pre-owned model from Holiday in Fond du Lac, the destination to gear up for your journey, score enticing offers, and get more for your trade, all while
He's
enjoying
going to
Team
auction,
Holiday's
he's all
genuine guest care and simplified buying approach. It is the stuff that makes fans and drivers from all over. In fact, I'm one of them. You can explore all that's new and check out the new Mazda lineup here, including the CX-90. That's right, a true three-row SUV. It's beautiful. Treat yourself to a test drive at Wisconsin's #1 Mazda dealer, #1 Mazda certified pre-owned dealer, and Wisconsin's only recipient of the prestigious Mazda President's Club Award, recognizing excellence. Accolades are per Mazda North American Operations Performance and Zone Sales Records for 2022. Selection is growing. Every day, you can choose one that's in stock or reserve one that's coming. Find yours and discover the difference during the Season of Discovery sales event at Holiday Mazda, Highway 41 and 23 in Fond du Lac, and at holidaymazda.com. It's worth the trip.
Are you looking for the perfect restaurant for your next night
Hello.
out?
Wacky Wednesday.
who wishes he was.
Wait a second.
He is the
No,
editor-in-chief
no,
of the
no.
Milwaukee Business
I don't
Journal.
think I'm qualified. How do you be qualified to be a county exec? Is there like a test? Do you take a test?
Every 4 years, you
Every
take
4
a
years.
test.
Yeah.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, I haven't passed that one yet, have you? It's like
Passed
algebra.
it 3 years now.
Is it like algebra or?
We just saw one of those magnets.
Yeah.
Another year went by and never used the algebra.
There you go. Thank God for that. I want to talk more about the hot tub. You taking that home in the car tonight? Is that going to go on the roof? I'm going to strap it down.
Yeah, what are you driving?
That is
these
one of
days?
the
What are you
rules.
driving today?
You know what? I'm done.
Let's get Neitzel in here. He can help us.
Neitzel can help us. He's
out
driving
there.
a truck.
He's like what's he like?
Neitzel's at the fair a lot.
No,
We
he's
see
not.
him. We see him just
No,
walking
he's a-
around.
He's a consultant. Not
Yeah.
sure what he's consulting on today, but you know.
Well, if he's talking to a person,
That's
he's
it.
billing some
He's
other
billing
person.
some other
Yes, he
person.
is.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody's
no doubt.
paying for this.
He's talking to my wife, so he's probably going to bill me.
That's right.
There had to be something you get out of this, don't you, Paul?
Hey, we thought it would be fun while we have you guys in here.
Fun. That's his word for this.
Here we
Okay,
go.
all
This
right.
is an easy taste test. We
All
went over to the Milk House, the Gruber Law Office's Milk House, which
Gruber.
used to be the Bucks thing. It's right around the corner here.
Kind of one call, that's all.
Yep. Now, two of the flavors, we got you each 4 glasses of milk. 3 of them are in front of you right now. 2 of the flavors are traditional flavors that
All
we've
right.
always had here, and 2 are brand new ones. So start with the one that's pink in color.
Pink in color. This
You
one.
need to guess the flavor. This
Guess
is
the
your
flavor.
test and quest. Can you guess the flavors of milk before you? We spent 2 hours putting this lineup together.
Strawberry cheesecake. I got some advice from Abby.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm all on it.
That's
Strawberry
very
cheesecake.
specific.
How do you get strawberry
cheesecake.
cheesecake out of that?
You know,
Other than she told you.
she told me. That's all.
At least it doesn't have
Yes.
chunks of
Yeah,
cheesecake
it was
in
a
it,
special cow. It was a strawberry cow with a little cheesecake on the side.
which is right behind the back
Oh
there.
yeah.
Again,
One call, that's
Wisconsin
all, and it
cow.
arrived.
Little cheesy.
You know, kind of wacky Wednesdays. That's what it is. That's all.
That's right.
All right, now let's go to
Wait, was
That's
that
pretty
right?
good,
Was
though.
it
That's pretty good.
strawberry
Yeah, that's right.
cheesecake?
Strawberry
Yes.
cheesecake.
Yes.
I won $100.
Cheesecake.
Wait,
nailed
what
it.
did I win? $100?
For
Yeah.
cheating? No, you don't get paid for cheating.
We'll get it from
There
Neitzel.
was no cheating.
You know what? I'll send you a little tax relief from Waukesha County.
All right, let's pick up the darkest colored one.
Uh-oh.
No, I changed my mind. Pick up the lighter brown one first. Okay, try this one.
All right,
Paul
this
Farrell
is a
and Marquez.
light brown color. It's a little bit dimmer than your standard cup
This
of
is root
milk.
beer. I got root beer. No
Root
doubt.
beer.
Nailed it. Classic at the Milk House, the root beer.
All right.
That's a pretty good one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I like that one.
It's
That's
very
good.
subtle.
Yes.
So
All
this
right.
is a root beer float right
This
here.
is a root beer.
All you need
float.
is
We
some
got root beer and
ice cream in here.
strawberry. You know,
Well,
we're
not
done.
you.
Okay, let's go
Okay.
on. Next topic.
We're going to 2 brand new ones.
Uh-oh.
Try the dark colored one there.
Okay.
This looks like chocolate milk, but it is not.
This is a
Chocolate
tough one.
milk.
What do you think?
What does that taste like? See, Cass doesn't know, or he wouldn't have said, "What do you think?"
Chocolate malt?
I think kind of like chocolate malt or malt ball, kind of like
Malted milk ball?
Malted milk ball.
It's not. I'll give you a hint. It's a very popular flavor of ice cream.
Chocolate.
Cookies and cream. Do you get cookies and cream out of that at all?
No, not at all.
It's more
Not at all.
chocolatey, right?
No cream.
No,
All
that
right.
is chocolate.
I think Gruber's got to
Might
make
be a
another
chocolate
call on
malt.
that one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
really.
That's it.
All right, here I got one more for each of you.
This one's not coming
here
from
we
the
go.
Gruber.
Yeah, this is the mystery cup. Good luck with this.
Did you like combine these? You guys
I brought that one from underneath the counter here. No, it's actually from over there. But taste
Uh-huh,
taste this
okay.
one. It looks
All right.
like the root beer. This is the most popular over there, they say.
Most popular.
Yes.
I got nothing.
Paul, you're making a
It's like-
nasty
well,
face.
It's like coffee.
You don't like
Chad.
that?
Yeah, it's like
And if it's coffee, I hate coffee.
kind of
That's why I'm
coffee
giving you the
taste.
face.
Okay.
But it's like a coffee mocha
Not a fan.
type.
It is salted caramel.
Really, not a fan.
Yeah, and
Not for milk.
that's their favorite.
Not for milk.
Isn't it nice and cold though?
It is very cold.
It's good. So check it
Where
out.
is- where
By
is
the way, inflation is real. These used to cost 25 cents
How
a cup.
much?
It's now $1.
Gruber's.
A buck a cup.
Gruber would drink it all of them then.
Wait a second. You can't take mine too, Paul. What the heck?
This is how it works in
This is
Waukesha
why-
County, pal.
This is why your taxes are low in Waukesha County.
Hey, whatever it
This is what
takes. Hey, one more question for each of you guys. I want to get each of your perspective on what's happening with the funding for the ballpark. It's been kind of quiet. Some in Milwaukee have spoken out, and it frankly hasn't been very helpful.
No.
You guys are not in Milwaukee County. Each of your thoughts on American Family Field funding of the repairs. Mark, you go
I'll
first.
take it first. I think it happens in fall. I think kind of between now and then it's going to get very messy. I think it's going to need money from the city. I think it's going to need money from the county. How that happens, I'm not sure. I don't think it happens any other way. And there's got to be something from the team. I think otherwise it's just not going to happen. There's so much animosity out there. There's so much anti-Milwaukee out there, John. It's just hard to do. And the Brewers haven't really sold this well. They haven't kind of really explained why they need it. So I think it happens because it has to, but it's going to get messy. It's kind of like I always say, the things that happen up in Madison, I don't want to watch them because it's like watching sausage. I mean, really being made.
Yep.
But in the end, hopefully it gets done because it's very important. Paul, kind of what do you think? Paul, He's advocating for the tax to come back, I bet, right, Paul?
Yeah. No, I want to get reelected. I'll give you a good perspective, John. My mom was in the Senate when they voted to create the whole thing.
Yep.
And so I know a lot about the Center District or the Park Fair, the Miller Park. I
There
can't
it
say
is, Miller Park. That's 25 cents right
That's
there.
right there. But I think it gets done. I think when you look at the impact that the Brewers and American Family Field has had on our economy in the region is phenomenal. And it's one of those situations where people look at it and say, look, we shouldn't be giving money to these millionaires and stuff. There is a backside, and I agree with you. The story, the Brewers, they put millions of dollars every single year. And let me give you a good perspective on this. UW System, UW Waukesha, we own the property. Waukesha County does. We maintain the outside of the buildings. They maintain the inside of the buildings. That's a lot of what's happening right now at this park system. We are maintaining, as a state, part of this facility that we own. The Brewers lease it and upkeep the inside of the building. So I think there's that balance there that they've got to come out and really teach this is what it is and this is what we're doing. We're not saying we need $290 million, I think, or $300 million for this year. It's for the next 10 plus years. So I think they've got to work on how they get the story out there, but I think in the end we get it done.
How do they get the votes out state, Paul? That's to me the hardest question. How do you get the Hurleys, people in lacrosse, people in Stevens, how do you get them to vote for this?
I think one of the things is we have to get them to realize the importance of this team to the entire state.
Yeah.
When you look at this state, more than 50% of the people coming here are coming outside of those 5 counties. So we've got a lot of draw that comes in from the Hurleys, from northern Wisconsin, to come down here and enjoy it. If the Brewers aren't here, are the Timber Rattlers here?
Yeah.
We start looking at the minor league teams. So there's a lot that's there, but it's a story that we have to tell and do a better job, especially in the legislature.
And that should not get lost, by the way, because
You're right.
the entire affiliate network, there's a ticket trade agreement with the
Mhm.
Brewers when they sign on, and every one of the stations I talk to in this state uses that ticket trade, meaning they know they're going to get tickets for sale. They can use in contesting, and people come down on buses from La Crosse and Eau Claire and Wausau and Stevens Point. They use it.
I agree 100%. See, but the point is, I think they got to get that message out. I don't think it's been sold really well now. I mean, really, nobody has talked about the economic impact enough. They haven't talked about, kind of really what the roof means to it. They haven't talked about kind of what it means to the region. It's been this arguing on stuff. Let's get down to the facts. And I think, I think if you just look at the facts, it's going to pass. If you don't, I'm not sure, because it's always about kind of how are we helping all these millionaires? Why are we paying these millionaires?
Okay.
Well, let's look at the whole picture.
They haven't controlled the narrative. They
They're
haven't
not.
done a good job
It's
telling
the
their
opposite
own
of the
story.
arena. Kind of think of what happened on the arena and kind of how they drove that project. The Bucks drove that, right?
Yes. No, I'm thinking, because again, I was in the Senate when
Yep.
we voted on the arena. And I remember talking to Pete Fagan on a number of occasions when we were out at the Capitol and trying to get people to realize, yes, it's a large amount of money right now, but the long-term
Yep.
impact is the important key. There's another fun story I'll tell you about later.
And that
But
involved Peter, I'm sure.
It
So,
involved
no doubt.
Peter. But I think that's what, John, that's what we got to do, is we've got to get out there and tell people, look, the Brewers just took 2 out of 3. They're number 1 in this league right now. We're moving forward. We have been competitive. We have made this area a lot of money because of it. We got to keep this going.
Well, and John, think about the sales tax that was just approved. Think about all the fans that are in town every weekend for games. I mean, I live downtown where all the action happens. Paul, you got to come down there once in a while.
He lives on one of the 2 blocks the hop travels.
That's right. When you walk around downtown and you see fans from all over the country who are there, who are spending money, that's helping the economy, and it's going to help it even more, obviously with the sales tax. So, it's something that has to be shown to people. At this point, they've not.
Yeah.
It's been a horrible job. I really believe that.
Mark Cass is the editor-in-chief of the Milwaukee Business Journal. Paul Farrow is the Waukesha County executive. We appreciate you guys hopping in the studio with us. Enjoy the rest of the day at the fair.
Thanks, guys.
Always good to be here. Thanks, John.
Time for the NX Wealth Management market update really quickly. The NASDAQ was off 1 percentage point today. The Dow was off 0.5 point. And the S&P 500 down 0.75 point. NX Wealth Management know the difference.
Wacky Wednesday. It's all
Hey, almost dinner time. That means almost time for Palermo's, Wisconsin's hometown pizza. Put one in the oven tonight. Put it on the table. I'm telling you, everybody will be happy. It's going to be a screaming Sicilian for us tonight. Absolutely. Right after we get out of here, I'll be putting one in the oven. Kids will be happy after soccer camp, and that's what it's all about. Connecting family with good times. That is Screaming Sicilian and Palermo's, Wisconsin's hometown pizza. Wherever you like to shop, you'll find it. Festival Foods, Pick and Save, Sendik's, Piggly Wiggly, Woodman's, and more. You can shop for Palermo's pretty much wherever you like.
What is the drought situation like, Niz? Yeah. You know, the Sporky winner is actually very good. It's a pretzel roll, feels like it's toasted maybe a little bit, and it's called the lava pretzel something. It's got cheese inside.
That's right.
So that's the lava. You bite into it, and it's got this warm cheese inside, and it's got like a glaze on top. That's pretty good.
They got a thing out here called the Niz too. It's actually a turtle soup. They float a little Reuben sandwich in it, and you get a lemonade on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, the Niz.
It's called the Niz. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Are you an adventurous eater? Are you an adventurous guy? Yeah, that's a good call. Don't do the bugs. I had a scorpion last year, and I think I still don't feel good some mornings. Yep. Right, just now saying it, I started to not feel good. It's not great. That's true. Fair enough. Yep, and life is good. Every man has his price. There's no doubt about that. All right, lead us through with some detail, Niz. What tonight and then the next few days look like, especially Friday. What you're looking at. Meteorologist Brian Niznansky. Niz, thanks so much. It is 5:48 at WTMJ. Former Governor Scott Walker appears before the press club yesterday, made a comment that is really getting a little bit of attention. I'm going to share that comment with you, and then we will weigh in. That's up next on WTMJ.
Hey, first this about radon, right? It's no good, and it's in your home. You got to get it out. The folks at Lifetime Radon Solutions can do just that. They did it for us. Hey, it's Greg Matzek. The radon levels in our Menominee Falls home were way too high, and Lifetime Radon Solutions installed a mitigation system. Took them just a few hours, and it put our minds at ease, just like that. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States. I'm proud to work with Lifetime Radon Solutions. They've done a number of work around our subdivision, as a matter of fact. Take care of your family and give them a call today. It's Lifetime Radon Solutions. Have them do a free home test for you. No strings attached. And if you need a mitigation system, they start as low as $9.95. Check them out online. See all their 5-star reviews at lifetimeradon.com.
You can rely on Blaze Farm and Fleet for the best prices on products that deliver, like Hobart. Pick up the Hobart.
So we'll just discuss this. If somebody comes near the mic, we'll put them on there. It's going to be a short segment anyhow.
Sure.
And I have a billboard right after, so there's like nobody out there. There's no sense in going out there and trying to ask people about the drinking age if nobody's out there.
Get prescriptions from your vet, add meds to your cart, and let Blaine's Animal RX take care of the rest. It's that easy.
Blowing out traffic here. We're just going to get right into the segment, and you'll take it to 57. 57.
Hey, there's Bob Brainerd. Bob Brainerd.
Cellular is offering cybersecurity protection with a
Our guy.
for $29.99.
How you doing, Bob?
Does that include
You.
protection from phishing?
Of course, unless you mean like the
All right, so 57, I'll read that billboard
get
for business headlines, and that'll be it.
Data for 20. Yep. U.S. Cellular, built for business, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Well-changing question. Are you keeping as much of your investment gains as
Whoa,
possible?
there's the horsies.
High taxes can
Out in
erode
full
returns
force.
Quickly, so you need a tax-optimized portfolio.
Wow.
At Creative Planning,
Here
our
comes the
money
cavalry.
management specialists work together to make sure your portfolio and wealth are managed
Portfolio.
in a tax-efficient manner.
Your
It's
portfolio.
what you keep that really matters. Why not give your wealth a second look? Book your free meeting today at creativeplanning.com. Creative Planning, a richer way to wealth.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News broadcasting live from the Wisconsin State Fair in the Bank 5-9 studio on the south end of the grounds. When we are fed here at the Wisconsin State Fair, we're fed by the Worst Bar, WURSTE, the winner of this year's Sporky Award. It is absolutely fantastic. They've got brats, they've got loaded fries. Check out the Worst Bar when you spend your day here at the Wisconsin State Fair. So Scott Walker yesterday, the former Wisconsin governor, was in town speaking to the Milwaukee Press Club. And he got asked about a lot of things that were pretty interesting, including whether Donald Trump should be at the debate, which everybody's talking about. He believes that Donald Trump will show up at the debate because he's a prize fighter and doesn't want to pass on the chance to be in the headlines. So he believes that Walker will likely be here, and he's calling on, that Trump will be here, and he's calling on Trump to actually come. I didn't find that comment the most interesting. I thought it was interesting when Scott Walker was asked about the drinking age in the state of Wisconsin. He was asked about it, and